All right, doing a little bit of work here on a geometry practice test review, whatever you want to call it here. So sketch congruent corresponding angles, angles 1 and 2. So we want to, since we want to be congruent, we have to put in some parallel lines, transversal, and I'm going to put 1 and 2 in corresponding positions. They don't have to be that pair of positions, but they have to be in corresponding positions. Because you could do other sketches for this one. You could do transversal going this way, and then you could call this angle 1 and 2. Those are corresponding as well. You should have parallel marks. All right, linear pair, just a review there of that one. Draw a straight line, draw a ray coming up with it, and angles 3 and 4, linear pairs, going to be supplementary. Acute alternate exterior angles, so we want to draw some AEAs, so we can start with a sketch like we did in 1 and make alternate exterior angles. Now put them in the acute positions. This one over here is obtuse, over here is acute, so I'm going to put 5 there and 6 down there. All right, and you don't have to make them parallel, but I like to. CIAs, angles 7 and 8, so need some lines cut by a transversal. And if I put 7 here, I got to put 8 down here. Those are CIAs. I could put a 7 and 8 on the other side as well. I could do it like this and put 7 over here, 8 over here. Obtuse vertical angles. Vertical angles, make 2 lines that cross, and I'm going to put 9 and 10 right there and there. The other 2 are acute. Alternate interior angles, so AIAs, call them 11 and 12. So we're going to make some lines. Like again, I could have made these parallel. Make these parallel. And AIA, so I have to put, if I put 11 here, I've got to put 12 there. Alternate interior angles. So that's just some sketching to make it a review a little bit. Up here, number 7 and 8. Okay, angle 1, and then we got to find the angle and give the reason. So the reason is what type of angle you were thinking of when you answered it. Angle 1 is 120, and I thought about a linear pair with the 60. So that's what I'm going to put for my answer. And then angle 2 is 60. And you could do this two ways. You could think of it as a corresponding angle to that 60, so you could put corresponding for your reason. Or you could think of 1 and 2 as being CIAs. Do consecutive interior for your reason. Okay? So just have to name the type of angle you were thinking about. Next, we go here, and this is some 3.1 stuff. Our TX, we got a box here, standard box. Is TX parallel to RZ? Where's TX? TX is kind of standing up over here. RZ is standing up over here. They're going in the same direction. Yes. This is a yes. We can either put true or we can put yes. QT is skew to RZ. Yeah, that QT is down here along the bottom edge. And it's not going to hit RZ. RZ is still over here, but it's not parallel. So this one's a true or a yes. How about these planes? Are these perpendicular planes? Plane sty. Gotta erase this so I can see my letters here. So plane sty, that's like the back of the box. And plane TXW, that's kind of the left side of the box. Yeah, they're perpendicular. All right. They make a 90-degree angle with each other back here, okay, and down here. All right, that's true also. And then would you be able to call these 2 angles complementary? RSZ. Okay, so they're actually making a new slice here, S to Z. RS to Z. So that's this angle down here on the right side, and YSZ. YSZ is also on the right side. And yeah, if that's those, it's a standard box, so all the shapes are rectangles on it, so they'll have 90-degree angles. So these are all true. All right, flipping it to the middle of the bracket, the next page. Corresponding angles. Oh, well, this is kind of like number 1. Create a sketch of corresponding angles. So parallel lines, throw a transversal in it. I'm going to call 1 and 2, and I'm going to put an arc mark, because corresponding angles are congruent. All right, number 4, we're going to make this sketch here. We got to do one thing at a time. Kind of look for the commas. And so we got to make A and B perpendicular. So I'm going to draw an A and a B. And then B has to be perpendicular to C. So it's perpendicular. I'm going to put a box in. So C, when I bring that in, I've already got B there. So when I bring C in, I'm going to put a 90-degree box right there. And C is perpendicular to D. So I need a D yet. Oh, D is going to have to go this way. All right, I have 3 perpendiculars. So I need to have 3 boxes. And that's it. You could make these lines, you could put arrows on them if you want to, you could extend them if you wanted to, but you don't have to. All right, looking at 15. We want to make sure P is parallel to R. So I don't really have to do anything with angle 1, okay? It's angles 3 and 2 that are important here because they are along this transversal H, which goes through P and R. So it's 3 and 2. These are corresponding. So angle 2 has to be equal to angle 3. So I have to do 10A minus 23 equals 157 minus 5A. So I'm going to add 5A to move it across. We're going to have 15A minus 23 equals 157. Add 23 to both sides. You're going to get 15A equals 180 divided by 15, and you get, I don't have the answer key in front of me. I actually went and grabbed a calculator. 180 divided by 15 is equal to 12. A is equal to 12. So then you're done. A being 12 would make those angles both 97 degrees. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And that would be okay. Then if those angles are equal, those lines are parallel. This one, these are complementary, so do this. 4x plus 7x minus 9 equals 90, because we got that 90 box right there. Combine like terms. Add 9 to both sides. And divide by 11. X equal to 9. So once you identify an angle pair, make sure you set it up with the right relationship. Next, 17. All right, these are CIAs. These are CIAs, and CIAs equal 180. So 3x plus 15 plus 75 equals 180. So 3x plus 15 plus will have to be 3x plus 90 equals 180, and then subtract 90 and divide by 3. All right, in number 18, which lines in the diagram are parallel? Well, there's 2 sets actually. So we have a pair of 90 degrees going through S. So we've got M is parallel to N because it's perp, since we have 2 90-degree boxes. And then we also have 2 90-degree boxes going the other way along N. So we've got this, and that's going to make S parallel to T because we have 2 90-degree boxes along the transversal. So that's an S. I know it doesn't look very good. Replace it here. All right, corresponding angles, converse postulate. This is actually going to look a lot like number 1 and a lot like the one at the top of this page. We're just going to draw a pair of lines with a transversal. We're going to say corresponding angles are congruent, therefore the lines must be parallel. So that's number 19. Felt like I was missing something here. Nope. Let's go finish the proof and then we are done. All right, you can watch this during the test if you want to. All right, so we've got 10 statements, 10 reasons. We got 3 givens. Let's see where those go. We got a given at the top. We got a given here where angle 1 equals 60. And we're given that angle 4 is twice angle 1. That looks like this one right here. So knock the givens out of there. All right. Now, you could, if you wanted to, you could do this last one first. You're trying to prove parallel. And if you're trying to prove parallel, you're using a converse. The only place I see the word converse right here is the CIA converse. So that's actually what this is. Consecutive interior angles converse. All right, let's process the rest of this proof. Cross that off. All right, number 1 says G is parallel to H. Angles 1 and 2 are alternate interior angles, so that's why 2 is justifiable. So alternate interior angles congruent. Not a converse, but alternate interior angles congruent. That one right there. Now 3 just changes 2, takes the squiggly off. That's def of congruence. Since 2 to 3, not much of a change there, just a symbolic change. And then 4 says angle 1 equals 60 given. 5 is a substitution. It's taking 3 and 4, and it's taking out angle 1 and putting a 60 in its place. So substitution. Oh, or transitive. 1 is equal to 2, 1 is equal to 60. Yeah, we could say transitive for this one. Or substitution. Let's go transitive. If you mistakenly put substitution there, you can switch it out with the other one you put transitive for. Given there, okay. Oh, this is substitution. Number 7 is because you're replacing angle 1 with a 60 that it's equal to from number 4. That's substitution. Number 8 is simplify because you're just multiplying 2 times 60. And number 9 is definite supplementary 2 and 4 because they add up to 180. And then if you know they're supplementary,